Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build. Today I am building a 2-bedroom family home in the world of Willow Creek, and this one might look a little bit familiar to you, some of you guys, if you watched my step-by-step real-time landscaping tutorial video a week or so ago, or not even. When was that uploaded? It was uploaded recently, but in that I had already built the shell of a house. And then I walked you guys through my thought process while I landscaped it and uploaded that as a video. Well, I have now finished the home and went ahead and furnished it. And so this is the full speed build. So you're going to see the process of building it. And then that whole area of landscaping is also included in this if you didn't watch that video. And then the interior as well. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I will link it down below. I did a step-by-step, exactly why I did what I did and why I changed my mind and what I was thinking and every little step of the process and how I access different menus in a landscaping video. And yeah, it was a bit of fun. If you guys have any other tutorial suggestions, do let me know. But for today, we are just building this house, figuring out the wall. That's not the wall, that is the roof texture. And getting some planter boxes. And also, by the way, this is base game only. I thought that that would be a good way to approach that tutorial, is just show you what everyone should have in their game. And I also just really enjoy building base game houses. I say that a lot, but I really, really do. And this one's a little bit on the small side, but it's not as tiny as some of the things I build. It does end up having 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. If this was real life, though, I would say it has 2.5 bathrooms, as it has a half bath on the first floor. And I feel like I never include half baths in The Sims, and I don't know why that is, because in real life, it's pretty normal to have a half bath on the first floor. But for some reason, I never include them, but I did today, so that's exciting in my opinion. And I don't know why I'm excited about a toilet and a sink with no shower, but I am. Here we are. Welcome to the world of The Sims. So on the outside here, I'm just trying to figure out how to paint it. And I ended up going with mostly a brick and a little bit of white siding. I just really liked the contrast there. I thought it looked quite nice. And we've moved on into the landscaping portion of this video, which if you watched that landscaping video, you will have already seen this part, except now it's sped up and I'm not explaining my thought process. But I was just trying to experiment and see what would look nice, figuring out where to place some trees, getting some fencing and some garden beds out front, and then lining those with plants and picking out some trees. I really love those tall, narrow trees that I place around the build in sort of nooks between different sections, and getting some more terrain paint out back and placing down a ton of these low-lying flowers, which are one of my most commonly used plants. And then getting some bushes from the debug menu as well. Show live edit objects is just so good. I love it so much. And then I also have these low-lying plants that are very similar to the ones in the regular catalog, but they have a blue swatch with a darker green, and they're slightly larger. I honestly prefer a lot of the plants in show live edit objects over the ones that are in the normal landscaping catalog. They're just so much nicer. And then I'm just adding some bushes over here in the corner and extending the outside space into this kind of irregular shaped deck space. It's not even a deck, it's just flat on the ground. But I really like how that came out. I feel like I always end up doing just a rectangle or something. I don't know why, but this particular time I did a little bit of a funky shape. I quite enjoyed it. I hope you guys like it too. And that's pretty much it. We're heading to the inside. I did struggle a little bit with the floor plan on the downstairs. I don't know if I cut all of that out or not, but over in that corner that you saw me working on to begin with, I really didn't know what to do with it. I ended up moving the staircase back one, and then upstairs ends up having 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms, and they're very small. The kids' bathroom, or kids' bedroom in particular, is very small, because right now I have the rooms, so they're the exact same size, and they're already on the small side. But I moved the wall over in between them, so one is slightly bigger than that, and one gets just a little bit smaller. And I actually built this before we got bunk beds in the game, but right before doing this voiceover, I snuck in and was like, no, I'm gonna add bunk beds. So it's even more squished, but it's kind of cool because then you can fit more Sims into the house. So This does come in at 84,000 simoleons if you are interested in downloading it, and it is available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and I will have all of that information in the description down below. Now that the floor plan has come together, I am working on the downstairs bathroom, which is actually that half bath that I had mentioned before. It's just kind of blue in here, and we have a sink, a toilet, and a plant, because you need a plant in every room, except I only really do that in The Sims. In real life, I have like 0 plants. I do have a bunch of fake ones in my office because I think they're pretty, but I know they'd all be dead if they were real, so fake plants. But the rest of my apartment doesn't have any, so only in The Sims. Anyway, this is the kitchen space. It's a little bit of a weird shape, but I like that because, I don't know, I feel like I always make the same kitchen, so it's always nice to switch it up a little bit. So we're getting this yellow wallpaper that is a nice backsplash, splitting this room up so it's some tiles and some wood floors, and then I couldn't decide between the white cabinets and the brown, and we ended up going with the brown in the end. I think it just warms up the space a little bit, and then the dining area is like right off the kitchen. You can kind of see that's where the wood floor is. There isn't a separate dining room in this house, but I thought that this worked the best. I really like how it came out. I just think it's super cozy and realistic, and would be really helpful for gameplay to have everything so close together. This is a 2-story house though, so I know a lot of people prefer to play in homes that are only on 1 story. So if you guys have any specific suggestions for that, do let me know. But in this one, the only things that are upstairs is 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And for the amount of bedrooms, the fact that there's more bathrooms in this house than bedrooms is like not something I typically do. But it just kind of worked out that way. You could definitely renovate one of those bathrooms into something else, or I don't know. You just have extra places for your Sims to poop, I guess. But I guess it worked out because I last minute did add bunk beds upstairs, so this could potentially be a home for 4 Sims. But this is the living room now. I really like how the TV unit came out, having those cabinet pieces and then tucking the bookcase into it. And just some couches and stuff. We have some more bookcases, and then over in this corner we do have a office space downstairs. And I feel like in base game there's not that many things to put in offices. I was really wishing that I had the scouts board from Seasons to put in here. For some reason, I don't know why, that just feels like something you might put in an office if you don't have like a kids area or like a tree house or what have you. Just having the scouts board I thought would be kind of fun, but we don't have that. So we just have a desk, a toy box, a what's that called? That is a chess table. And we also have the little like kids art table that we get one in like every pack for some reason. So that's in here as well. And yeah, getting some paintings up on the wall, another little corkboard item over here. And then upstairs, we are working on the bathrooms. I think I kept both of them in this build, which is not something I typically do. Like, there's 3 bathrooms in this, and I think they're all 3 of them are in this build for you guys to see. So I'm just messing around with the colors up here. At first, I thought I was going to have the exact same color scheme as I did downstairs, but I decided against it in the end. So that is what we are working on now. And one of them has a tub, one has a shower, so you can bathe toddlers if you have them in this house, or dogs if you have cats and dogs, but there's also a shower option as well. I just wanted to make sure that they were different enough, and I don't know, it felt weird having 2 bathrooms up here, but one of them could be a very small bedroom if you'd like. And very small for like this size of a house and compared to the size of the other bedrooms. But in some of my tiny houses, that would be a pretty good size bedroom. So this is the master or the primary bedroom. It just has, you know, all of the simple things you would need. I really like the color scheme in here. It's very calming. Have a couple of mirrors over here. Of course, there's a plant. And then this is the kids' room that I start working on and keep this same color scheme. But when I get to the end of it, all of a sudden I'm like, here, let me insert some footage from days later of having this as a bunk bed instead. So I'm really happy to have bunk beds in the game. I'm looking forward to doing some more creative things with them. This room, I don't think it's too creative when it comes to the use of bunk beds. I just wanted to use them because we just got them and I had already finished this house. So I just stuck it in there so you could have more than one sim in that bedroom. Nothing too exciting there. And then that's pretty much it for the interior. We're just going to head to the backyard and add some stuff out there for your Sims to relax. So like a table and chairs and some loungers as well. And I think a barbecue. And then that's pretty much it. We're going to be heading on into screenshots. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.